Weird things happen to me every now and again in my life because I'm a weirdo, and so I attract weird things. But sometimes these coincidences are just almost too odd. And okay, so I was at work, and I was talking to a kid who was graduating from seminary school to become a pastor. And we had a little conversation, whatever, and I backed away, let him do his thing a little bit, and I was thinking back to when I was went to church as a kid, and that there was a vicar that had assisted the pastors, and I wanted to ask the kid, like, "Well, are you a vicar?" And then I was thinking, like, "Vicar? Am I saying the word right? Am I pronouncing it right? What is a vicar? Like, what's the actual role and title of vicar?" And so I busted out my Omnia by Samsung and Googled vicar, on my phone. And, it turns out that, it's exactly what you think it is. A guy that, maybe not exactly as you think it is. A guy, like a dude that helps out, the church and whatnot, doesn't get paid quite as well as the priests and the pastors, but he's doing his thing, right? Um, so I was satisfied with the thing. So, I'm done with work. I come home, get ready to sit on the crapper with my Mac, because, I check my email when I get home on the pooper, and I flip open my Mac, and web, turns on, and right there is a website for dictionary.com, and the word that was searched was vicar. And I'm like, and I remember looking up the word before. I'm like, what the heck? I mean, did my phone somehow connect to my Mac? I mean, it made no sense to me whatsoever. So I totally forgot about chatting, pulled on my pants, walked out of my room because my wife and the kids are home, and my brother-in-law is in town visiting from Florida. And I was like, who was on my laptop? And they all looked at me like I was about to yell at them or something. Like, I'm serious. Like, who was on my Mac? Turns out it was my brother-in-law. I was like, dude, did you look up the word vicar? And he looked at me like I was just talking on my ass. And I'm like, did you look up the word vicar? And he did. Roughly around the same time I had looked up the word vicar. And then how he came about it was so differently. Here I'm talking to a seminary student. He was reading a book where the word vicar came up, and he wanted to know what the word vicar was. It's such an odd word to look up, and to yet do it on the same day while he's in town. He's rarely in town, within the same time frame. The fact that it has religious overtone is the thing that's really getting to me. It's just one of those odd coincidences that just makes you think that there's more to the human mind that we're letting ourselves on to think. So I don't know what weird crap's happened to you. I mean, I know you're watching my channel, so you're a bunch of weirdos, and weird things happen to weirdos. So do share.